Hi, sweeties. I didn't see you there. So I have 3 annual Senior America the Beautiful passes that I have paid $20 for the past 3 years. And so today I'm actually going to get the lifetime pass. I'm going to pay another $20 and get the lifetime pass. You can buy the lifetime pass outright for $80, but I decided to go this route because I wasn't sure. But I'm really excited to go and get my lifetime pass today. I'm going to have to drive into San Francisco to get it. You can buy them online, but they charge you some fees. So I figured, well, you know, I haven't been into San Francisco in a long time, so let's just drive in and have a little adventure. It's about an hour drive for me, so I don't go in that often. But we'll be going to Land's End, which is a pretty part of San Francisco, so I thought I would take you guys along with me. So let's go to San Francisco for my America the Beautiful Forever Pass. Yay!
Head north, then turn left.
We're in the city now. It's unfortunately a foggy day, so I don't know how much visibility we will have today. San Francisco can be actually quite foggy in the warmer months of the year, funny enough. Best time to really be here is in the wintertime or fall. The San Francisco Bay Area has a lot of microclimates, which when I first moved here in 1997 from Los Angeles, I had to get used to that because LA, the traffic was pretty much the same everywhere. You know, so like here it's cold and foggy. My temperature gauge on my car here is reading 54 degrees and it's 11:41 in the morning, so that's pretty chilly. Whereas where I came from, it was in the 60s, you know, Sonoma. So you only have to go less than half an hour north on 101 and you will hit much warmer weather than in San Francisco. There's a famous saying about that. The coldest summer I ever spent was in San Francisco or something like that. This is kind of typical of San Francisco where the housing, you know, they're built right next to each other like this. Yeah, the place we're going to is Land's End, and there's supposed to be some really wonderful hikes from there, and so I was hoping to go on a hike with some gorgeous views, so I'm a little bummed that it's such a foggy day, because the views won't be too great. But there are some, funny enough, some fantastic hikes in San Francisco. It's been years since I've done them, but some of them are just really spectacular views of the ocean and the Golden Gate Bridge and everything, so it's quite beautiful. Like any big city, I don't particularly like coming into the city too much, mainly because of, you know, trying to find parking in the more popular neighborhoods. Now, like right here, there seems like there's plenty of parking around, or not plenty, but some parking. Okay, well, I made it to Land's End. I love all these tall trees that San Francisco has. So beautiful. I believe there's cypress. So I made it to the Land's End Lookout. And I believe this is where I can get my pass. So I'm going to park. Let's see. Oh, the ocean is right here. Let's see it. Let's turn you around. Oh wow. I don't think I've ever been down there before. My goodness. I've lived here 28 years, and I don't think I've ever done that trail. If I did, it was years, decades ago. So it looks like you can walk down the stairs, be closer down by the water. It's pretty windy and cold. It's pretty windy, so I'm not sure how the audio is going to be. I just use my phone to film, so. But it's cool to be close to the ocean again.
Can you hear clicking?
Yeah, it's like an old school picture.
Oh, the cool gigantic.
I know, isn't that cool?
You see, look.
How amazing is that? Isn't that cool, even the sound of it?
Ah.
Keep looking, I'm gonna peek.
They're outside. Almost.
I mean, she likes that kind of stuff. I'm like, well, I'd have to like
you know, tell her about it before we go.
Okay. What's up, Daddy? We will. I'll take this. Do you do like
What do you want?
Every time I go to the store, they put the kids with the squeeze. You can believe 100 years in there.
I think I'm going to get this book.
I'm just curious if you're looking into sorry if you're complicated stuff. Essentially framing a keynote, the size of the there we go. You can segment it. That's really one of the probably important things.
And Sutro sneeze on ice skates.
Picture of all the stuff there.
Well, I'm excited. I got my Senior Lifetime America the Beautiful pass. I can't lose this card though, because they don't replace them, so gotta take good care of it for sure. Alright, well, I just finished with the Visitors Center, and now I'm gonna walk down to the historic Cliff House, which used to be a restaurant. It might still be a restaurant, I'm not really sure. But it's pretty windy, so I don't think I can talk very much. And so I just thought I'd do an intro here that we're going to walk down to the Cliff House. And even though it's gray and foggy, you know, these glasses actually help because it's kind of bright still. And then the hat helps keep me a little bit warmer, and I put my wrap on because it's pretty chilly out here. All right, well, let's walk down to the Cliff House. Yeah, well, sadly, the Cliff House is closed. It was a wonderful restaurant because it had, of course, fantastic views, huge windows out to the ocean. I ate here a couple of times back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I think even one of my visits was for a date. So, have some memories here, so it's a little sad to see that it's closed down. I don't know why. It closed down a few years back, and I'm not sure why. It's either because it wasn't doing well enough business, which is surprising because this is a tourist spot, or maybe there's issues with the building. One thing I love about San Francisco is there is a lot of cool history here, actually. So I believe that is Ocean Beach. Look at this totem pole here. Pretty cool. I've never noticed that before. It's a huge beach. Huge. I was just thinking about how sad it kind of is when a building closes down or a home or whatever. It doesn't take very long for it to fall into disrepair, you know, without human involvement and fixing things and keeping up on the maintenance. Things really go downhill fast. This is what I love about my current life is that I can get out and do these, half day adventures because I have such a flexible schedule now. All those decades of working full time where I had to cram everything in on a weekend. This is so much better. Take off. I still have to work today, but I can work tonight when I get back home. So it's cool. I love it. Can you believe that I'm in a big city right now? Feels a little more like I'm out in the country, doesn't it? These are the remains of the Grand Sutro Baths, constructed in 1894 by self-made millionaire Mr. Adolf Sutro. It boasted a ocean aquarium, public bathhouse, and swim facility that could accommodate up to 10,000 people. The ocean would fill all of the pools during high tide. Over time, the baths became less popular due to the Great Depression. So we walked from the visitor center over here down this road to the Cliff House. And we walked around that a little bit. Then we came back this way, walked down this trail, down, and took us down to the Sutro Baths. And then I kept walking further to the right, took some pictures over there, and came back and up the stairs to the parking lot. Right there. I'm glad because it's kind of cold and windy. And I'm tired. Look at how foggy my glasses are. I can't even see the camera. Wow, even though it was cold out there, I'm sweating, man. I had to do a lot of steps there at the end. That was good exercise. But I'm sweating bullets here. I got my exercise for the day, that's for sure. That's good. I'm really trying hard to get some walking in every day. But yeah, I can't drive yet with my glasses fogged up. I better open up the door and let some cold air in. That was fun. Don't think I have to do it again, but that was really cool to do that. Hope you enjoyed it. It is hard because I'm starving right now. It's got to be like, I don't know, 1 o'clock, and that's usually when I eat lunch, and I didn't bring anything with me. I actually didn't know what to bring. It's a little hard to figure out what I can bring. You know, because usually what I'm eating is basically protein and vegetables and a little bit of fruit. This guy's making me nervous because he's backing up. But so like I'm starving right now, and I'm close to a lot of great restaurants here in San Francisco, and I would just love to go, but there's no way that I can trust that the ingredients are safe for me to consume. So I'm having to practice a lot of discipline. I can't tell you how hard this is for me, being a foodie who loves, you know, different flavors and foods and stuff. There's a lot of great, you know, like Asian restaurants and stuff around here, and I'd love to partake, but I can't, you know. So when I'm out and about, then I'm a little more vulnerable because I don't have access to my food. That's why it's so important for me to travel around with a full kitchen so that I can prepare all of my meals. I can't eat out, so it's just not doable for me. So, you know, if I was to go traveling, I'd have to rent an Airbnb with a kitchen or something because it's just not safe for me otherwise. Hopefully I can enjoy some of the foods that I like in the future at some point. Once my inflammation and system kind of calms down and, you know, has a chance to do some healing. So the inflammation, I think, mainly being caused by, you know, food reactivity and leaky gut, perhaps, in my gut. So wish me luck. I got to drive home and not be tempted to stop anywhere for food. We're actually parked near the Presidio, which is one of my favorite parts of San Francisco. I think it's so pretty. And we are near a golf course here. Super green and pretty. I wouldn't want to golf in this weather. Look how many jackets they have to put on to stay warm enough. There's a self-driving car. There's nobody there. In there. Oh, wow. I recognize it with the little circular thing on top. They're all over the city now. It's trippy. I don't know what that gold, what that is. Pretty. San Francisco is a very hilly city. Now we're driving up to the Legion of Honor, which is a really beautiful museum. in San Francisco. I've seen a couple of great exhibits. Oh, there's more of the San Francisco golf course. Just saw these people in this little tiny go-kart. Oh my gosh. I wish I could get a shot of it. Oh, here. You can see it. It's a little yellow go-kart. I wouldn't feel safe in that. Anyway, we're at the Legion of Honor here. Let's probably go in the illegal area and just get a shot of it here. Too lazy to get out, but there's the California Legion of Honor. A lot of neat trails around here too. Go-car, it's called. Go-car. We're entering, I believe we're in Pacific Heights, which is one of the most tony areas and neighborhoods of San Francisco. Multi-million-dollar homes. A lot of these homes have wonderful ocean views. Each home is unique. In some areas there's these gorgeous, gorgeous Victorian homes. I love driving around this Pacific Heights area. Let's just drive up here for the fun of it so you can see. Yeah, there's a few Victorian homes. A lot of San Francisco homes and apartments feature the bay windows, which I like a lot. Look at these over here. Beautiful. Some famous people live here. I forget who. Let's see. I think I'm going to go left. Beautiful cherry trees in blossom right now. Tour buses and vans are prohibited. There's a big house over there. That's a pretty big house there. Pull over so this person can go around me. Pretty narrow streets. Look at this. Beautiful. Yeah, these houses on my left are facing the ocean, so they have some beautiful ocean views. A lot of bicyclists in San Francisco, so you have to be very careful and watch out for them. Bicycling is very big in the Bay Area. Wow. These cars are like taking up the whole lane here. A lot of construction going on right now, on homes. Oh, geez. It's like, oh, he's pulling over for me and I'm pulling over for him. How nice. Now this is basically a one-way road here. Beautiful homes. Yeah, for some reason there's lots of construction going on right now in Pacific Heights. Huh. Okay, I think I've gotten a little lost. I better turn the phone off and put the maps on. Well, before I hop on to the Golden Gate Bridge, I'm stopped at a favorite spot because it gives you great views of the Golden Gate Bridge, but I'm not sure how much we're going to see with all the fog today. But I'm going to walk over there and let's see what we can get so I can show you the Golden Gate Bridge. I don't want to film while I'm driving over it. That's not safe, so let's just see if I can get a good shot of it. from work because it's so windy and cold out here. Whoa, it's so. I'm sacrificing myself to you guys to get these shots for you. It's so cold out here. So windy. It's a biting cold, much colder than it was over at Land's End. But it's even hard to hold the camera because it's so windy. I don't know if it's too windy here to talk, but this is a battery, actually, this location that was used during World War II, I believe, to protect, the Pacific coast from any invasion. So there's a lot of these around San Francisco, actually, that were built during World War II. That's what I was talking about with some of the history here. It's pretty interesting. There's a lot more graffiti here than there used to be years ago. This one, I have to say, is pretty darn cool. Well, it feels so good to be back in my car. It was really windy out there and very cold. My glass is fogging up. My hair's all wind blown. Oh my goodness, it's a mess. That's okay. Yes, I'm glad I could show you that. I'm not sure if, when I was talking, if it came out or not. So I will just say that I wanted to show you the Golden Gate Bridge. So I decided to pull over at the spot. I need to open up the window here. My glasses are starting to fog. Foggy, foggy, foggy. Wait, not that much. About like that. Okay. Maybe the other window too. Okay. There we go. Turn the car off. Yeah, I was saying that I wanted to stop here and show you the Golden Gate Bridge. Even though it's a little foggy, but it still looked really pretty and mystical, actually. I thought it looked really pretty, didn't you? In a, sunnier day, the orange would come out a lot brighter. It would be less muted, like that, and a lot brighter. But still beautiful, and I'm glad I could show it to you and show you a couple of different angles. Yeah, I've been here a few times and I always love it. I remember when I was shooting wedding photography years ago, I would bring my couples here to get some shots of the Golden Gate Bridge behind them. And I've got some great shots here, so it was a favorite for me when I was shooting weddings here in San Francisco. Which, gosh, that was in 1998, so long time ago. I used to be a wedding photographer. My mother was a wedding photographer. I followed in her footsteps, and then when I moved up here to San Francisco, I was in LA for, 25 years, and my mom had a studio there, and then when I moved up here, I started my own studio, and I did engagement portraits, wedding photography, event photography, things like that. I did a little bit of shoots for models and actors that needed headshots and things like that on occasion as well. So it was fun. It was a fun business. But when everything went digital, I decided to stop doing the photography. Back then it was like too daunting and have to invest in a lot of equipment, and I was kind of getting a little burnt out because weddings can be extremely stressful to do because you're under a time limit and to get stuff that you need. It was particularly hard to gather families. Anyways, didn't mean to get off on that tangent, but yeah, I'm gonna head over the Golden Gate Bridge to head home now. I live north of the San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. I lived in Novato, which is in Marin County, for about 20 years, from 1997 to 2017, and then I moved up to Sonoma County. Actually, I didn't move up to Sonoma until 2020, during the pandemic, and that 3-year interim I lived was in Nevada a little longer, about another 2 years, and then tried Sacramento for a little while, hated it, and then came back to the Bay Area, which I love. I adore it here. There's so much to see here. It never gets old. I just adore this area so much. Every time I go out, even just for the day, it's like amazing to me how much there is to see and how much I still haven't seen, even though I've lived here since 1997. It's kind of amazing to me. Even that World War II memorial that we just visited, I'd never been there before, so there's a lot for me to explore just in my own area, you know. So it's kind of exciting for me to do that. If I can't go far, you know, at least I can explore a lot around here, and you know, in Northern California in particular. So all right, well, I better get on the road. Traffic starts to get pretty bad starting at about 3 o'clock going out of the city towards the north, so I better get on the road. It's getting late. Yeah, this is what I mean about the microclimates of San Francisco Bay Area. I literally just got out of the city and immediately blue skies and sunny. A little bit of fog here, but not like the city. And that's pretty typical in the summertime in the warmer months. Hitting traffic, unfortunately. It's going to take me a good hour to get home. One of the things I do love about living in the San Francisco Bay Area is all the bodies of water that we have around us. I don't know if you can see it in the distance, but yeah, there's lots of bodies of water around us, and that's something I truly love about living here. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it on camera here, but there's this white building over here on the right. Just see a glimpse of it there. And that's the famous, right there, between the trees, San Quentin prison. And it's kind of considered, I think, San Rafael. Great Amy's drive-through with a I don't know if you could see it, we went by too fast, and it's really great, healthier fast food. It's made by the company that does the frozen Amy's, you know, foods in the frozen section. I think they're all over the country, but they have a couple of drive-thrus in the Bay Area, and they're pretty darn tasty. But I can't even stop there, though, and have some lunch. There's nothing there that I can have, you know. Yeah, maybe I could have gotten some sweet potato fries. I probably could have done that. I just thought of that. Oh, well. I'll just have to keep drinking water to fill my tummy until I get home.